What's up, everybody? Chris over here, founder of pollinatrading.com. And we're going to do an update from last week on crypto. And we did last week. We looked at Bitcoin, the bounce that we had coming out of all of that big, massive selling from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust ETF and all the ETFs. It seems Bitcoin has stopped going down, at least for the short period of time. And we're heading higher at the moment. I'm gonna go down and take a look at a few different things. What is generally my take on the market right now, how I'm looking to participate with it, and what I would expect. Basically, what I'm expecting for the market to come back into like send it mode. Okay, so right now, let's just talk about where we are. The last week of January, we have an FOMC meeting on Wednesday. There is a Solana Jupiter airdrop going on right now. Solana, sure. Airdrop coming out this week, and that should be pumping the Solana ecosystem. And certainly Solana is a big leader today and my top holding. So I'm going to take a look. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the general market right now. I'm going to get an idea of a few things, where we want to be, where we could be, what happens if this happens, what am I going to do? If that happens, what am I going to do? And then I'm going to share my my spreadsheet that I'm using. So my buy levels that I'm looking to buy on any dips, and my targets of where I expect we're going to maybe top out in this cycle. So I can understand my risk reward and share what I'm looking at with my risk reward in this current move. So let me go ahead and share my screen. That's not the one. It is, here we go. There we go. All right, so we are looking at two charts right now. Let's take a look at the first one. This is Bitcoin on a 12-hour basis. And what you're seeing here is the momentum algorithm that we use at Pollinate. This is for the crypto folks who this is our exclusive thing. Like you don't, the only people who have access to this is the crypto group. It's a limited number of people because it is, I don't want too many people to have access to it and really skew the results in the market. By the way, like this, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel, comment down below anything you want me to look at in upcoming videos. But there you are. So let's have a look. And you can see that the algo was long going into the ETF and pretty much got out after the last big move on it. It didn't catch much of it. The way we trade it is different. The algo just says, this is the environment you want to be in. This is what we should be looking at. It's not going to be, like dialed in on every single asset, but you can generally see it got long 30,000 on the first signal up to 41, 42,000, and then went again at 43 and back out 41. But you can see it, all it really does, what I'm really looking for this algorithm to do is just give me a, hey, it's time. This is where we want to be doing it. And then we break it down into lower time frames and actually get very tactical on that. So let's take a look at where we are with Bitcoin right now, tactically. And I did a video last week on how we traded it from this move over here, 40,000 up to about 43,000 on spot. On futures, it was 39,000 to 42,000, I believe, or maybe 44,000. And generally speaking, I'm expecting a, just a move up into this general area. Okay, 43,000. We're well within the target area of where I wanted to be on that trade. and this trade could be playing out here, could be done. What we're currently in is we are not in a macro momentum environment in Bitcoin. You can see that in October, this was a momentum environment. That's what a momentum environment looks like. It just rips and goes. And even when it's not moving, it's still moving up. That's what a momentum environment looks like. Right now, you can see we are in just this. If I'm going to put the just to see it, the majority of trades since December, basically Bitcoin has just traded in that zone. If I'm to pull up the profile, I'm going to pull up in the visible range market profile. I may have to make some adjustments. I do get this to work. ROSA is 1,000. Is that right? Is that useful? Yeah, that'll work. You can see that area, what we're looking at is volume profile. Okay. You can see that this area right here, let's just go from pretty much the rally would be right here. So as soon as the buy signal kicked off on Bitcoin, the majority of the volume has traded in this general area. We are currently in between two value areas and the point of control at 43,811. This is Binance. So that's generally where I'm looking for this move to start chilling out. That being said, it may not go up there. It may just dip into here and stay here. There are the banner guys. We're talking about this little trend line area that they have been watching as a turn that back off. This area was something that they were watching as resistance. The support line for that move is now resistance, and you can see it's in this Fibonacci area. So right now, until anything, until we get a signal, a momentum signal, or anything else changes, we are currently at the very early stages of a potential momentum move, but we're still in this area where price has just spent its, let's do like a week. You can see that if we look at it on a weekly basis, it's pretty much just that range, right? There's nothing very interesting about this range. It shot up and now it's consolidating sideways. That's ultimately what we're looking at on Bitcoin. And what I want to look at next is, because that's what's really kicking off the move, what I want to see is I want to take a look at, this is others. So let me change this. So let's do total 3 minus USDC minus USDT. Okay. So this is going to be the total market excluding Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the USDC and USDT, because they account for so much of the volume. They actually affect the price. We pull the stable coins out of it. And what we get here is a similar sort of scenario. The momentum signal is off, though it looks like it's about to fire up again pretty soon. And you can see that this is, in essence, this is the altcoin market, what we're looking at. If we're to compare these two, Bitcoin and alts, you can see that the move up here from 218 billion market cap to a 400 and whatever, like a double. We just call it a double in market cap. That same period of time, Bitcoin went from 27 to 49. So $20,000, less than 100% move. Probably was that like 75% move here up, huge, by the way. Whereas this was about 100% move up. So alts are stronger. We all know that alts are stronger, and we know that we're going to be watching these for the most action. Let me turn the signal off for you. And one thing I'm looking at right now is just a simple trend line. Okay. A simple trend line. Take a look at our fibs, and you can see that we are already at the 50% fib level on alts. Whereas when we did that same thing on Bitcoin, we are still not quite at that 50% level on the Fibonacci. So right away, we can see that alts are stronger. Alts are outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that's actually what we really want to see I mean, it's lovely to see Bitcoin have strength. When Bitcoin has strength and it holds that strength, that gives altcoins the big fire they need to fully push. And we've got that right now. And it looks like alts are outperforming. It looks like we actually have the potential to take off. Now, one thing I pointed out on Friday's video on Bitcoin was that there was everybody was begging for Bitcoin to get down to 37,000 and even maybe into 34,000 before taking off its next leg. So we're looking at the Fibonacci retracement levels. And what people want doesn't mean that is what it has to do. Just because everybody wants those things to happen, it doesn't mean that it has to happen, one. And two, the way that markets are set up is, in order for a bull market to work, the bull market, in essence, everybody has to be out of the market for a bull market to really take off. Okay. If everybody's in the market, everybody's already positioned for a rally in crypto, then crypto can't rally. That's what happened up here, right? Everybody was expecting 100,000, 200,000 Bitcoin after the ETF launch, and it didn't do it. So sell off. Everybody's now waiting for these 37, 34,000, whatever, 33, 32,000 levels people were talking about. People are waiting for those levels to buy. They're actually hoping for a major market crash to come in, wipe out all the weak hands, wipe out all the leverage, and then get back and then start the next phase of the rally. And same over here. They're expecting moves down into 300 or so $1 billion in market cap on the alts. But so far, it has reacted up, done everything that it should do technically, momentum wise, everything. It should be rising here. And I got to tell you, it's been dead. It has been dead in crypto land. In the lab, for the last month or two, people were just nonstop bull posting, nonstop, couldn't stop talking about crypto, where it was just, I say, hey, we're doing a live stream today on crypto, and I'd have everybody piling in. It's been gone. Nobody's been really talking about it all that much, like they had been in the past. So look, it's just anecdotal, but I can say that it's quiet. It is real quiet in the crypto space. So with this same layout, you can see that Bitcoin, that breakout area from October. You can also see the altcoin breakout area from October, and we're sending right now. It doesn't mean that we can't go lower, and we may hit these. We surely will, or surely could. And I have a plan to deal with those, and I'm about to share it with you. But we can see that alts are truly leading the charge right now. So this is this is about the last day and a half or so of the market, and you can see that some names are that you might not have seen for a number of years are leading the market higher. What's what was really kicking ass a couple weeks, a week or two ago, has gotten destroyed. And now you've got storage, you've got AVAX, you got Sol, you got DOT, you got Kusama, you got ADA, you got Matic, you got Gnosis. What do we have here? We have the layer ones leaders leading the charge right now on storage is in and of itself something different. Okay. Storage isn't a big layer one type project. It's a, it's a DPIN project. I won't get too far into that sort of stuff. But what's leading is the big projects that are probably going to have a lot to do with the next year or two of crypto as things play out. And the big one that I'm focused on right now, and I'm fully positioned in fact, completely 100% of my my non-Bitcoin holdings is in Solana. And it has actually broken out from the levels that I would have expected. So it, just like everything else, it came back down to that first fib level, 38.2, didn't fully go to the 50 or the 61 point or any of the others. The first level it came down to, broke down hard to it, and got into the 70s before reversing back over 100. So it's up over, gosh, what is that, 30-40% here in about a week. Depending on where you draw your fib levels, that's the subjective part of this game. I'll just standardize in this October area for everything. That way it's at least noticeable or comparable, something that we can compare. And I think that there is a really good opportunity here to send this thing a lot higher. Now, I'll get to what my projections are here shortly. Well, let's do it right now. If I'll put the link to this spreadsheet in the notes of the video, but this is a spreadsheet that I put out to share, and I am keeping updated my own personal targets. And this is my narrative. This is the dashboard of you can see that here's a YouTube video link to the YouTube video for this shopping list thing. You can see the trading groups. And then the time-based momentum of this bull market on Bitcoin specifically, we have until July 2025, give or take. So a year and a half at least. Number of days left in this bull market. So if you're thinking that the bull market is done, that it did its thing, typically it has much further to go. It lasts longer and goes further than everybody expects. That's the true characteristic of of a bull market. So what I did here is I went and these are all the names, and just some I wrote. So here's the live price of the symbol. There's the symbol. Here's some notes, current market narrative, and then my all-time high projections. And then that's the difference from a current price. So you can see that my low, medium, and high level all-time high prediction for the next 544 trading days or so is laid out here. So you can see this is my shopping list. I went through and I found everything that I liked in this last little bull run, everything that I liked and thought would be worth owning, or is, the thing like Bitcoin or Ethereum. So you just need to know them. But so I've got Link, Injective, ICP, so Internet Computer, Immutable, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, AVAX, Celestia, and Arbitrum. All of these held up really, really well, and they seem to be the thing that everybody's into right now. It's the thing. So when I'm looking at what do I want to buy when we get those pullbacks, what do I want to be buying? At what levels do I want to be buying? And what do I expect the returns to end up being from our current levels? Okay. So you can see that Link, I have a 1,000% projection higher. Injective, I don't really have a projection higher on that. ICP, Internet Computer, I have a 2,200% projection on this thing. I think ICP is if I'm doing my math correctly here, which, who knows if I am, but I think that it has a really good opportunity to have a big breakaway move like that. It also could just be the thing that everybody's like, no, that's dumb. Immutable 900%, Solana 800% higher, AVAX 1,200% higher. I don't have anything for TIA, Celestia, or Arbitrum, mostly because I just don't have data on those. Ethereum, I'm thinking somewhere 15, 18,000 potentially, but I also am of the mindset that I don't believe Ethereum is going to perform nearly as well as its ecosystem projects are going to perform. So layer 2s and rollups, ZK, things like that are part of Ethereum, I think are actually going to outperform Ethereum itself. So I'm not really sure how to deal with that one just yet. And that's fine. I don't have to. I do have a plan though. And, my priority right now is to own as much Solana as possible. And especially when it's on, it's in the zone that I want it to be. So, that move from that move from in October, basically from whatever 20 or 30 to 130 or so, that's not even the real move. I think we are going to the 800s from here in Solana. I think we have a potential to maybe even go higher. Mostly because Solana is, at this point in time, the narrative is that it is the best, the fastest layer 1 out there. Everybody's moving to it. People are developing on it. It's not Ethereum. Ethereum has the most amount of developers. It's been around the longest as far as these type of projects go, not Bitcoin, of course. It's been around the longest. It's got more security. It's got a lot going for it. Solana's new. And this is the thing, right? Just like in regular markets, the newer projects are the things that offer you the most amount of upside. The things that have not really matured yet have a lot more opportunity to repair, I guess, to fix themselves. Okay. So for me, Solana has been the one that I just put all my cash into down last week, down in the 70s. I forgot exactly the level. Can't log into that one at the moment to figure out. I was trying to log in to figure out the level that I did all my buying at on Solana, but it was around 77, I think, or so, where I did all my buying. And again, it's up 30, 20%, 30%, something like 30% right now, 30, 40% from where I bought those at. And then it still has another 800% to go from here to the all-time highs. So, 7 is, well, let's call it 80 bucks to 832 is a what is that? 1,000x, a 10x from there. So even though it's saying 823%, because it's already ran a chunk of it, there's this is where I want to be. I want to be in Solana, and we're getting the most amount of airdrops. We're getting the most amount of trading volume. relatively speaking to, Bitcoin, Ethereum, of course. But the most opportunity, and I would say the least amount of risk right now, is in Solana, and that's where I'm at. But if you like any of these names, you can, and you can see where my projections are going to be. 162 on Link. It's currently at 15, so that's well over 1,000%. ICP, it's a guess. They're all guesses, by the way. I used an analog from previous bull markets and overlaid the current regime and where I would expect it to be. And Solana was the most obvious to me that it's going to do it. The others are less obvious. I think AVAX has a really good chance of doing it as well. I think the just being so focused on gaming, AVAX has and NFTs, they have a use case that is completely different than DPIN or certain other projects. And they're just they're focused on a certain thing. Injective, Link, ICP, immutable, gaming, immutable, like all these are I would say of the strongest of all of them. And I don't know how it holds up right now. Let me have a look here. Let me where is it? Here we go. Tia Celestia held up better than almost everybody. It's new, so it didn't even get to its level there. Sui, which I was surprised, but you can see that it actually, well, let me get back to the October level. Okay, so as perfect as you could see that retracement on Sui, it just ripped, pulled back, stood there for a day or two, and took off. Sui, I think, has the potential maybe up into the maybe $4 from here. So that's a 4x higher. It's showing the most strength, relative strength. It could do all sorts of things. It may not stop at 4. It may go cajillions. I don't know. But so far, Sui and Celestia have been really, really strong. Link really hasn't done much with what it has. AVAX is moving good today. But you can see, compare that AVAX with it's just starting the way Solana already did its run, right? And it actually, AVAX went and did a 50% retrace while make sure Arbitrum has done it, AVAX has done it, and ICP has done it. Those are the only 3 out of these that have actually gone down to their lower levels. And that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean we can't go to those lower levels. It just means that it doesn't mean that we're done, doesn't mean that they're anything different or better. It's just that's just kind of where they're trading. I have not gotten into anything else other than Solana because it is the thing right now. I do believe it goes 8 times higher from here. And I think that will really carry a lot of things. You got to look at, if you're aggressive, you got to look at things with that go along with Solana that are going to benefit. So, if you're bullish on Solana, the meme coins built on Solana are a thing that everybody, wants. You've got Jupiter, the trading platforms. There's so many things that go around with Solana. When Solana moves, it all moves. It's all gonna go. So take all that with you when you look at these. For me, I am still waiting for this to take out that trend line. If it doesn't, we may get another wave down on the alts. I'm totally prepared for that. If we do get another leg down on alts, I will be looking at putting orders in on the third levels of the things that I really, really want. And, that's how I'm playing this game. That's how I'm playing it. So again, I'll put the link to this one in the show notes. Click down below. You can just get this, copy it, refer to it. I will update it. And other than that, I don't know if we have anything else really happening right now in the market. Everybody's still focused on the GBTC ETF scenario. I think that's still something really important in crypto. We do have a rate hike, or I'm sorry, an FOMC announcement this week. And, I know that's a big day for crypto. Typically, it likes to party with that one. There is a airdrop, Jupiter airdrop, and there was something. Yeah, Google AdWords. You can now advertise the Bitcoin ETFs on Google. So things that happen this week that are bullish or can cause things to happen in the markets, those are all coming in. I wish everybody a prosperous week. I hope you all do well. I love you all. Comment down below, like, subscribe, tell a friend. Love you. Bye.